delicious. So, I know I said I wasn't going to stream again till Thursday, and that's broadly true. But see, the thing is... Sorry, I was just confused by that music. The thing is, I am currently streaming on days when I don't raid, and I tend to stream for about 4 hours. But on days when I raid for 3 hours. Therefore, on raiding days, I don't see why I can't sneak in a cheeky hour still. Now, you might think that that's an excuse, just as a means for Gerondo here to just have a bit more map exploration. And in many ways you could be right. But also, fuck it, I want to play. I want to get through Velen. I want to finish this game this year, ideally. So you've got to sneak in the hours where you can. Now, I did do a little bit off stream. Basically, I looked up where to get the goddamn ingredients for White Gull, because it was so rare. So, yeah, Cherry Cordial. Just the rarest thing in existence. A select few merchants in Velen and White Orchard, the very earliest, that little mini-map we first started the game, sell it. So I was like jumping from merchant to merchant, even throughout all these, even going back to White Orchard, just to find what I needed. And in doing so, I was able to, complete a few more potions and bombs and things like that. So I've got a little bit more stuff, but you haven't seen me clear any more of the map or anything like that. And that was just like an hour of wikiing, of getting annoyed. You weren't missing much. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Lindenvale and we're going to get on with it. I could still do with more White Gull, to be honest, but I've exhausted every merchant of Cherry Cordial right now, and there's not going to be more for quite a while.
What?
So, with that in mind, might just wait a bit. Apparently it takes 7 days for a merchant to restock, and I could just meditate for those 7 days, or I could just do a bit more of the map. I'm not in desperate need of the Cherry Cordial. Also, I'll show you right now, the potions that I still need are just my Tawny Owls. Much as I love them, I can't get them yet, because this thing, Arachas Venom, merchants don't sell that from what I can gather on the internet anyway. That only comes from Arachas monsters, and they're found on Skellige. So I guess I'm not getting nice Tawny Owl until we go to Skellige. But once, all I need is one bit of Venom, and then boom, we're to enhanced, and then pretty much straight to Superior. Because I will make sure I'm stocked up on White Gull before I head off to Skellige. Because the ingredients to make White Gull only seem to be sold in Velen and White Orchard. It just doesn't exist anymore in Skellige, so it's a bit of a shame, isn't it? A bit of a ball ache, a bit of an annoyance. Ooh, and updates on the mail situation. Yeah, bad shit did happen. Someone straight up broke into not just my mail, but quite a few people's mails. Luckily, the caretaker of the building found my mail scattered across the floor, because, you know, there was nothing there worth stealing, so I guess he just chucked it on the floor. Found it all scattered, saved it for me, even put it in a nice little brown envelope, which he'd labelled Flat 30, so he knew to eventually give it to me. Which is good, because my replacement bank card was in there, so yeah, that's good that that wasn't lost. I'm going to have to pay 15 quid to get a new lock on the thing, because like I said yesterday, it was really loose. I could pull it back quite a bit even while it was ostensibly locked, so that needs replacing, which is a shame. But, you know, what can you do? You live in an apartment building, you've got to deal with a few horrific events. So, yeah. That's been sorted, got my bank card, everything's going to be fine. Finished my Argus drawing for my World of Warcraft video, that looks really good. There are a few things that I'm not happy with, but yet again, I learned more about my craft. There's a hodgepodge of drawing techniques I used on that one drawing, and I've come to realise which ones are good and effective. So that will inform my process going forward. So with that, I really need to start working on a website to portfolio my stuff and to start properly taking commissions instead of just the way I'm doing it right now, which is awkwardly exchanging emails with people after a sort of mouth-to-mouth or Discord conversation. Someone's calling me. Who is this? No number I recognise, so you can just ring ahead. Are you the same person who's been ringing me every day around this time for 5 days? Because even though I answered you the first time and said, hey, this is the wrong number, you were like, well, maybe I'll just call them again, and again, and again, and again, and maybe one day will be the right number. I mean, they didn't even try for very long, did they? They know. They know what they're pissing about with. Anyway, though, Bandit Camp, and there's a lot of them, so I want to pop a blizzard. And, oh my god, my decoctions. So I definitely want Wyvern. Do I want Water Hag? Vitality is maximum. It's possible that I do, but since my Vitality currently, for example, is not at maximum... I'll try Forktail. Because I do... Like, I don't know what it means by combined attacks. Does it mean to follow up a weak one with a strong one? Because I do that all the time. I do. So I'll oil up as well. Oh, what's this fancy thing? Spectre Oil. Nice. The Hangman's Venom is this one, I believe? Yeah, it is. So I should be in slow-mo world now. Oh, and the Superior Swallow. I'm very happy to have that. That's going to make me... Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. It's going to make me a happy lad. No, Geralt. We're not done. Just beat him to death. Why not? And as for my website, maybe I'll go Squarespace, but I'm currently not quite convinced, not quite sold on it. So I'm actually going to talk to someone I know who can make websites and see if there's like any advantage just flat out making my own website from scratch and tending to it like a beautiful baby boy. Maybe that is the way to go. I think, you know, it's two-pronged, because A, if it is feasible and in some way advantageous to have my own website, which I suspect it will be, you know, control and all that, then that's going to be cracking for me. And it'll be cracking for that fellow, because he has mentioned bitterly before how Squarespace steals a lot of business off him. So, support your local businesses. That's what I want people to do with me, and that's what I'll do with him, unless he's like, no, I can't offer anything anywhere close to Squarespace, but somehow I doubt that's going to be the case. I think he's going to know his shit. I think we can get something going. So I'll talk to him when he's next around. He could even be watching this very stream, although it's not likely. It's not likely because it's half one in the afternoon, so he's probably still in bed. Because, hashtag life is pain. We all sleep during the day these days. Sorry, boomers, I know it upsets you, but we millennials were creatures of the night because the cold glare of sunlight, it exposes the darkness. The metaphorical darkness comes from the literal light. But the literal light, the literal darkness, helps us feel the metaphorical warmth. You know what? Beast oil, though. Why am I being such a dick? I've even got, like, top-notch beast oil. It's the best oil. The best oil I own. I should be using it. Give me that bear fat. Fabulous. You know what? I'm actually going to look up right now how the Forktail decoction works, just so I'm not making a fool of myself. That was a really shit reward for a level 12 bear. Had I come to that when I was level appropriate, I would not have been happy. Anyway, pop a save. Witcher 3, Forktail. Witcher 3, how does Forktail decoction work? Yep. I found out how it actually works. Reddit.com Witcher, let's have a look. Essentially, it works nothing like its description. I spent 1.5 hours testing rigorously what triggers it and how it expires. In order to trigger the buff, you have to counter-attack. To trigger it, you need to combine one of each, or does not matter. Counter-attack must not be a parry. Strong or fast strike does not matter if it misses. Any sign does not matter if it misses target. Equals two possible effects. It's a pretty good decoction that encourages you to counter-attack instead of just dodging. Gives you a nice damage boost pretty consistently if you get used to it. Okay, so this is good. You just have to get used to it. Alright, I need to look up exactly what a Witcher 3 counter-attack is, because apparently I should be doing it instead of dodge. Witcher 3 Guide to Combat, plus game facts how to use counter-attack. Let's look at this on two fronts. Alright. I need to look at what the difference is between counter-attack and parry then. Oh! Counter-attack. That's when I hit parry at the correct time and Geralt like defends and does the kick. I get it. So apparently to trigger this decoction to actually get its effect, I need to... And it doesn't matter what order this is in, I need to either do a fast or strong attack, I need to do a counter-attack, and I need to cast a sign. I need to do 2 out of 3 of those things. But if I do all 3 of them, then my next 2 things are buffed. But if I just do 2 out of 3, then my next 1 thing is buffed. So to get the 2 buffs, I need to do all 3 of those, like, perfectly. So counter-attack, then strong or fast, then sign. Or any order, just, like, I can't double up on any. And then I get the 2 50% bonus buffs in a row. But if I can only manage, like, 2 of those, so in my case counter-attack plus attack, and don't bother with the sign, I still get, you know, a buff on the next thing I do. So, that's cool. I'll definitely work to get used to that. And yeah, this decoction will encourage me to, because I spam dodge. I'm a devil for it, and I know this. I just spam dodge all over the place. You always see Geralt playing hopscotch when I'm in combat with him. So if this encourages me to actually start counter-attacking more, that'd be cool. That'll reward good play. In a sort of more active and engaging way than the other reward good play decoction I was using, which was never lose health, and if you do, heal up every last scrap of it. That I can see being fiddly. So I am all too happy to start going Wyvern and Forktail. And hey, Wyvern and Forktail are both Draconids, so now I'm a proper dragon combat of style. That's the way I'm choosing to look at it. So, where are we? Just gotta go up. So yeah, I'm pretty high energy, pretty excited. Kind of stressed about that whole mail situation, but hey, the very important bit of mail was returned to me, yeah? I'm going to assume that nothing was actually taken. If they didn't take a bank card, they would not have taken anything else, yeah? Alright, so let's Quen up. Let's pop a blizzard straight away, and let's start... Alright, Quen up again. Geralt, you... Geralt! Right, let's try this again, eh? Counter-attack. Boom. Did not counter-attack correctly there. Right. See, I want to, like, counter-attack. Well, I can do it in any order, right? So, Quen. Fuck. Counter-attack. Attack. And that should give me the bonus. It's kind of hard to tell. Right, so, Quen. Counter-attack. Attack. And now the fight's over. But I'm going to assume that I was activating it then, because I was doing what Reddit told me to. I'll just keep an eye on the damage numbers and see if they feel... See if any of them feel like they're 50% more than they should be. Ah, shit, son. Level 20. There we go. 100% tolerance. Now I will never get poisoned. It simply does not matter what I'm doing alchemy-wise.
To tell me a witch's heart cold to the woes of the common man gets my fist down in lying bullets.
Ooh.
Can't let my jacket get wet again.
I shouldn't steal these because it now counts as stealing. Don't want to nick from these fine people. Have a look at the merchant, see if they've got any like bear fat or anything.
Greetings.
Hey there, beam of wood.
Wouldn't mind.
Let's see. I did buy a lot of alchemy stuff from... Funnily enough, that very first alchemist, Tomila or something, the one with the lady where I could have given her Swallow, if you remember that. She, it turns out, is a bloody fantastic alchemist, and she had loads of really good stuff on her, so I stocked up. So basically all I need now is cherry cordial. Like, I've looked up on, like, everything that is yet unmade in all my, you know, decoctions and everything. Really is just the cordial I need left. So if we go to Dragon Slayer's Grotto... But it's kind of... I'm kind of, like, far away from a fast travel in every direction. So I should just, go there myself, I think. A hunk of bread, why not? Get there, Roach. Love you, buddy.
Come on, Roach.
No, there was a herbalist there as well. But like I say, already stocked up. It's not a problem. Yeah, not only is cherry cordial sold by precious few merchants, but 2 of these merchants vanish forever after you do some quests. Quests that I have done. So, thanks, video game. Quen! And I've looked into it, because that Reddit just said it. You can, in fact, counterattack monsters as well. It's just harder to do than with humans. Humans have very slow attacks, but you can still do it with monsters. And hey, that sounds like something to get good at, yeah? Sounds like something that's worth working on. So I've Quenned. Didn't do it that time, I think it's safe to say. Did it that time, though. Beautiful. Successfully counterattacked a Wraith for the first time ever playing this game. There you go, this decoction is encouraging good play. Makes me happy. Alright, I'm gonna quaff a cat, because now I have max tolerance, I'm just gonna be constantly guzzling potions. I don't see any reason why not to. What does Maribor Forest do? Adrenaline points, don't give a shit. Sign intensity. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what did that say? There was a secondary effect to that potion that I want to see now. Signs always apply their special effects. Well, Petrie's filter, you're actually... Ooh. That does sound good. Problem is, there are like 5 potions currently that I want to, like, use. And I can only quick slot 4 of them. What do I do? Sorry. Now, is this the Pops mold thing? I cannot tell. Also, long forgotten what it looks like. Is it this? Popped mold antidote. Nope, it ain't. This is just run and gun. I'm being hosted by someone. That is so weird. Like, I'm grateful, but why? I feel like I've already been here, actually. Like, I just recognize... I recognize this place specifically. This room, I strongly remember fighting an enemy here. Yeah, I think we just ran through a cave we've already done for no apparent reason. Ah well. Place of power. Oh, you beauty.
Magic. A place of power.
Thank you. Right, now as much as I'd love to check out new abilities, I still need to, like, it's gonna make me itch if I don't fully max it out, so that's what we're doing. Right, so... next is Beyond Rearden Manor. I'll go to Dragon Slayer's Grotto, fast travel to Rearden Manor. Interesting. Alright, don't worry about it, Roach. I'll sort this out for you. The insect oil's down here. No, that's Draconid. Oh, I enhanced it. Go me.
Stench.
Cinematic as fuck. Perfect. No. Subquend. So that should be enough to get me one buff. I want to practice counter-attacking you. It's not really working, is it? Right, come on. Did it! Oh, also, it doesn't matter if the hit you do misses or not. It still counts towards the combo. So, Quen. Counter-attack. That should have given me 2 buffs. Suppose they were reasonably high numbers. Reasonably. Wish there was some kind of animation to let you know that it procced properly. So then I knew. Then this person at Reddit wouldn't have had to spend 90 minutes testing it to figure it out. How we doing? Oh, we ran right past one because we're shit at video games. Right. Pop another honeycomb while we can. Or, no, I don't want a raw meat. Geralt is a man of taste. Are they neckers? They are. Little ogre bastards. Or ogroid. Give him another Thunderbolt. So, when? Counter-attack. That should give me 2 buffs, baby. Quen. Counter-attack. Go!
I like that silver.
Beautiful! I'm loving all these counterattacks that I'm getting off. Like, I've never even tried to counterattack a monster before, so it's cool to do it. I know I'm like playing sloppy and getting hurt, but that's because I'm sciencing a lot of things. I can get away with being sloppy because they're all so low level.
Neckers surface here. Dig their way out.
Not anymore, they don't. Elelele. Right, where now? Oh, just to my left. It's nearly been half an hour. This game just eats time. Oh yeah, I got like a lot of damage there. I actually love counter-attacking, it turns out. It feels really good. That is satisfying as balls.
Neckers surface here. Dig their way out.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Cheeky Geralt. Alright, let's carry on. In this general direction. And yes, I'm going to save it. Because you never know what challenge awaits us. Oh, it turns out it's more neckers. Alright. Ogroid oils. Do I need to give him another Thunderbolt? I do. Alright, so we'll Quen. Counter-attack. Boom! La, la, la. Okay. Let's not get too sloppy now, Gary. Right, that should get me the big buff. Does feel good though. It does. And it makes the combat look nicer as well. Like, it's a way more aesthetically pleasing way to play this than dodging all the time. Someone's in my chat and I think it's someone who I'm in love with. It is! Hey Sweetness, we're just playing a bit of Geralt Power Hour.
Dig their way out.
Because as I explained at the beginning of the stream, I stream on days I don't raid. I stream for 4 hours. On days I do raid, I raid for 3 hours. Therefore, on days I raid, let's get a cheeky hour in there. Makes sense. And currently we're playing around with a new decoction, the Forktail decoction, which is, the way it works... Okay, honey, I've got to show you this, right? It's madness. Because the way it works is such maths. Alex, it is good maths, but not as much as the maths as you're about to see, sweetheart. So Forktail decoction, what it says is, combining various attacks, strong strikes, fast strikes, signs, grants a bonus that increases attack power for the next attack mounted or sign intensity for the next sign cast. That description is bullshit. Means nothing. Looked it up on the internet how it works. And how it actually works... So, you've got the sign cast. Then you've got the counter attack, which is to say that you parry at the exact correct time, that you actually do a little attack back. You remember how that works. And then you have a strong or fast attack. These are 3 different states. Sign, counter attack, strong or fast strike. Doesn't matter which, and it doesn't matter if that strike misses. And it doesn't matter if the sign misses either. So you've just got to cast a sign, do a strong or fast attack, and successfully counter-attack an enemy. If you get 2 of those things correctly, and you have to, like... It doesn't matter what order you do them in, but you do have to do one after the other. So if you get 2 of those things correctly, then your next one attack or sign gets a 50% boost. If you do all 3 of those correctly without, like, repeating any of them, so you 1, 2, 3 of each without doubling up on either one, then your next 2 are buffed. So, basically, if you just get really good at the game, then you can do loads of damage. And it turns out, you can in fact counter-attack monsters. I basically never bothered, because the few times I've limply tried to block, they've all just broken my Quen. So it's like, oh, this is clearly useless. But no, if you actually click it at the exact right time, you can counter-attack monster attacks, as I think you saw me do there with the Neckers. Like when they lunged at me and Geralt did sort of an animation where he sort of like pushed past them and slapped them in the back of the head. Took out like half the health. That was a counter-attack. So, I think this decoction could end up being a lot of fun. Because to get the best use out of it, I have to be, you know, mixing and matching different combat styles. And it, like I said, it looks cool. Instead of just spamming dodge all the time, as I've kind of gotten used to, by mixing in a lot of counter-attacks, I get to see a lot more fluid animations as well. Or, I get to see Geralt having the shit kicked out of him. But, in that case, I just need to get better at the game, right? So, let me show you. Let me show you how to fuck it up, right? Sign. So we've done 1. Counter-attack. Fuck. Oh, I did it correctly. So now, that was 2 buffed attacks. It's hard to tell, because there's like no procking animation or anything, so the person who figured out how it really worked said that they were testing it for like 90 minutes before they knew for sure what was going on. But if you just look at the sheer numbers, then yeah, there's 50% boosts going on. That's interesting. See, it just looks more aesthetically pleasing. I'm still dodging. I'm not giving up on dodge entirely, because it's still very useful. But I'm just not being a little dodge spammer. I'm mixing it up. Yeah, it is fancy. Like, I really like it. If this works the way... If this works out, and if I get good at dodging attacks, and it's not like... just constantly taking a ticket to a pain train, then it's going to make the combat in this game even more fun. And it's going to make it look even more swish. And ultimately, that's the most important thing. That it looks good. I mean, even Witcher 1's combat, which was objectively terrible as a gameplay experience, it was literally just click when the sword icon is on fire. That's all it was. But if you actually did that well, it just looked really nice. So, the nicer combat looks, the better it feels. Pardon me. Just by default. Oh, he got me. And that's why practice is important. You need a honeycomb for this. Wow, I've gotten so used to fighting monsters that now the objectively easier to counterattack humans can't do it anymore. Hey look, finally did the thing. Ah.
Don't let him catch his breath.
Am I really gonna have to climb this ladder? Be right there, guys. No cheating. I'm doing it too soon. That's my problem. That was not a counter-attack, that was just a parry. That doesn't count. Like, just parrying does not count towards his combo. It has to be a counter-attack. Which, in many ways, is terrible. Because it means I have to get good. I don't like getting good. But I do. I like getting good. But, well, I like being good. Getting good's a pain. Because there is at least one point in that process where you're not good. Alright, that's this area done, even though I can see more lootables. More Dairy Lee lootables. How do you get out of this area? Oh, stairs. Bastards. Geralt's a disproportionate fellow, really. Gets stung by a bee, burns down the tree that the hive was on. So much menu. Alright, so we're just gonna go down. Down left into the swamp. Ah! Why am I on fire? Carol! You're gonna need another honeycomb now, lad. guarded treasure. Right, well, as a water hag, I need to introduce you to the might of Northern Wind. No! I will say, as much as I enjoy like the Witcher sets and the scavenger hunts, their mere existence does kind of render crafting any other armor pointless. Can't see myself ever doing it. Bilge Hag? I did it wrong. Of course that's okay, sweetheart. I'm sorry that it's been such a pain. I also got Jammy to test your new mouse for me, as I'm not going to be home for ages. Hope that's cool. That is cool. Has he tested it? Is it working? Do all the buttons work? It works really well, apparently. He tested all the buttons. That's great to hear. I mean, I didn't think that, like, we were dealing with a situation where, oh yeah, 80% of these mice are fucked. It's really rare to get a good one. I think I was unlucky in getting a bad one, but it's good to hear that the second one does, in fact, work a treat. Yes, key bindings for all the buttons like you do. I know you never really took to it, but it's so useful. Just like taking the afternoon to get used to it, so that your one thumb can handle basically every single thing in the entire game. It's so much quicker. And I'm really looking forward to like doing it in StarCraft as well.
Stench.
Right, it'd be interesting to see. I can't. You can't dodge that. I mean, well, you can dodge it. You can't counterattack it. No, that's not happening. That's not happening. Alright. You did a couple of skirmishes for me using it, and it was perfect. El Magnifique. Oh, I'm sure you're right, I just don't want to commit to a nice mouse while I'm in the habit of going up and down the motorway and trashing my headphones mounted, etc. Yeah, your headphones, your nice ones you had, did literally fall to pieces, so... You might be onto something there. One day they'll get all the nice things. Yes, you will. I will insist upon it. It can't just be me getting toys. Because that's not teamwork. It's not a proper partnership. I have both get the cool toys. Let's go to the Orphan's Crookback Bog and just head all the way to the left there. I've been bragging about your cooking skills to my clients. Is that the best idea? I've only cooked a few apprentice-level recipes. All the mums are jealous that my husband can cook. Okay, I suppose that, relatively speaking, if we're grading on a curve, then yeah, I'm fucking Gordon Ramsay. But, you know, compared to most men/husbands. But in general, I think I've got a lot to learn. Speaking of which, this week I'm going to be attempting to make buzzard bites and crusty flatbread and iron forge rations and Dalaran brownies, and then I'm just going to make the bean soup again because I still have shitloads of beans and some celery left over from the making of it, and I don't want to just let things rot and pile up. That's not cost efficient. Give him another Thunderbolt. Shit, I have got to get good at this, man.
Lost your nerve?
Wow, such plans. Yeah, I'm gonna practice shitloads of cooking, and you know, since I did an online shop, I thought let's look in the old recipe books, see what we can work on this week. Right, I want to practice counterattacking you, because I've not successfully done it yet. Is it even possible? Fuck, what's this stupid poison? Right, inventory. Oh, that's a fucking good potion, really, isn't it? I don't... Are these even blockable / counter-attackable? Come at me. I want to practice. You know what? I'm going to say no. No, they're not. One more try with the safety of Quen. No, see, you even saw me do the block animation. And that was crisp timing, but nothing happened. Yeah, it looks like once you get all the initial bits as well, like the herbs and spices, looks like cooking should be quite cheap as well. I was done with those meals by the time we were like 28 quid in.
Best blow it up.
So the rest went towards things making me beautiful. So I've got more shampoo, I've got marshmallow body wash this time to mix it up. Make myself sweet. Alright, can I... No, I'm not even going to bother trying to counter-attack these anymore. Right, sadly I don't think we've got that much time left, which is annoying because I just want to kind of keep playing. Maybe I could just keep playing. Maybe I can be irresponsible. So we run to the south. We totally missed it. Thanks, Roach. Be free. El Banditos. Give him a Blizz. Come on, Blizz. And what, Hangman's Venom?
You'll never learn.
Look how much more cinematic the combat's getting. It's so fun. I mean, violent, but cinematic as well. I think every single one of those bandits was killed in a flashy way. So many crossbow bolts. I'm gonna have to start using them just to get them out of my inventory. Alright, where next? Next is just down right. Also, it's just twigged with me. Petrie's filter. Signs always do their special effects. That means people are always going to set on fire when I use Igni. Perfect. That makes Igni way more useful. As like crowd control as well as damage. Well, see, our next thing kind of is on the other side of a mountain, but we'll make do. Oh, I don't have my decoctions either. So I wasn't even getting the fancy effect. Right. Wyvern. And what's the new one called? And what's it look like, more importantly? I need to be able to... Alright, Forktail. So, Wyvern is... I should... No. So, Wyvern is the... they're the same colour... Well, they're different colour, same model. Good, that'll help me remember them quite nicely. Jesus, how do we... Goddamn vertical terrain. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Pardonnez-moi. No. I will find a way up there. Ooh, a high-level basilisk. Thunderbolt, Tawny Owl, buddy. Haha! Oh, the slow-mo's so good. Why am I not using Draconid oil, for God's sake? A golden areola. Well, dick. Come back. Don't be a Skyrim dragon now. Don't do it. Dickhead. Face me in combat, you coward! Nice, can set them on fire as well with a Petrie's filter enhanced. Igni? This makes Igni far more attractive. Do need to keep Quen up. Come on, Geralt.
Silver.
Maha! Don't be a coward. You're bleeding and you're burning. And you're done. This is what alcohol does, apparently. Did that not even heal me? Was that just for the sake of making the game worse? How do I get to this fucking location? Can't be another one nearby.
Long way.
World's Edge, my fucking arse. Stop it, Geralt. Just stop it. I don't understand why it does that. If you've gone to the World's Edge, it just brings up the map for you. Not so you can fast travel anywhere or anything like that. It's just, boom. Map up. Look at yourself. And it turns your character 180 degrees for some reason. Even though everyone's first instinct upon seeing that message, you've reached the edge, will be to turn around. So you've reached the edge, you turn around to go back, and then it just turns you around again. Bullshit. I've been playing for over an hour now, so I do have a choice to make. Which is, do I be responsible and stop playing this game? Or do I be a cheeky bastard and keep playing this game? Well, I'm not stopping until we find this ridiculous secret area, for starters. Because I'm getting both peeved and cheesed. That's why all games should have flying mounts. How the fuck? Ooh, controversial. Ah. They're just better. People can complain all they want, but it's all performative. As soon as flying is available in every WoW expansion, we just eat that shit up. Because it's better. I will not be saying anything on the WoW forums about anything, ever. You have to be a special kind of freak to actually post something on the WoW forums. Please let this be the start of the path. Right, it's leading into a cave. That's a good sign, right? Alright, cave done. That's a bad sign. We're nowhere near. We're nowhere near! What are you supposed to do? Oh my god, let me up. I will shit myself to death. Right, really high level foglets. Don't want to deal with that. Foglets are quite nasty at the best of times. Just want to cut through here. Now, I might be saying the fact that I'm encountering these really high level foglets probably points to whatever I'm looking for being bad, but like beyond my level range. But I don't care. Lock, key required. You know what I bet? I bet whatever this is requires a key. And so, in conclusion, fuck it. Let's get this thing, go to Alana's Grove, and end it for the day. Quite hungry. I might need to get on that Domino's 2 for Tuesday. Yeah, that's right. You've been bragging to all those mums about how I can cook. And I'm just going to order a pizza today.
What?
You got anything good, you?
Got anything?
Oh, I'll buy up these, because those are the flowers you need to make white gull. Is that bear fat? It is. Cheeky. I'll take 2. I don't think I need the bear fat anymore. I think I got it all, but just instinctively. Oh yeah, look. There's quite a lot of things that need bear fat, but which also need cave troll liver, which I've not got yet. I suppose you sell it, do you? No, it doesn't. Some kind of heart. No, wolf liver. Shows what I know about anatomy.
Farewell.
Filled map. So we're gonna go get that question mark just because I feel like I deserve to get at least something, and then that'll be the stream done. That was Gelatin Rolo's Power Hour, and it was not half bad. Nice to finally have the enhanced necrophage oil. Well, I meant to Quen, not Ard, but never mind. Oh, because Petri's oil means it always uses its special effect, I guess I can always use Ard to get one-shot kills. Let's test this. Guys, Petri's oil makes Ard overpowered. Ooh, baby. Alright, Petri's filter might actually be the best potion I've got. Now that I think about it. Now that I'm looking at this from a fresh angle. El Monstranto nest. It's a a shame about the pitifully tiny range of Igni.
Drowners are coming out of there. Best blow it up.
I'm like spoiled for choice of amazing overpowered things that I can do now. And that's a pretty good way to be. So I'm just about done with Velen, I'd say, because I don't think any of this chunk is good for me. I suspect that everything around here isn't going to be good for me. It just looks like edges of maps in general are quite bad. I want to check this out. But yeah, I think pretty soon it's Skellige time. Now this chunk of land was never that powerful, so I'm sure I can get the things around here as well. But yeah. Pretty soon we will be Skelliging. So I'll just end it here. End it all. Boom. Thanks for watching Geraldo's Power Hour. It was a laugh and a half. Goodbye.